What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. So the teaser trailer and what DICE calls the gameplay trailer of Season 7 Turning Point has just got released, and I believe it's a pretty decent trailer. I mean, it's always been the case for Battlefield. The trailers are awesome. We've got some interesting details in the trailer that we're going to go over one by one. There are going to be three new weapons. We're going to have the Predator SRAW, and we've got the XFAD4 as the new stealth bomber as well. So that's basically it. And today's video is going to be completely about the details in this gameplay trailer. So stick around until the end and let's see what we've got. Also, liking the video is going to help the channel a lot. The news about Season 7 are going to keep coming in the upcoming days. So if you want to be informed, this is the place for you. So subscribe to the channel as well. With all that said, let's just jump right in and see what's going on. So the trailer basically begins with a beautiful CQB scene. This is the very first place that we get a look on the new AK-5C assault rifle. A lot of you guys have played with this in Battlefield 4. I believe it was one of the decent assault rifles. I have no idea what this weapon is right here. It kind of looks like the VHX D3, but the magazine is basically up front, so it's not a bullpup weapon. I'm not sure what that is, really. That's kind of weird. We're going to go over the details. So basically, one of the maps is in the El Alicanto village, which is in Atacama Desert. And here we've got the first look at our SCZ-3 SMG that has a drum mag as well. So Blasco just picks it up and starts blasting everyone. The environment is pretty cool. I believe there are tons of houses, interesting CQB. The suburban environment is actually a thing. We've got the AK-5C again, and right here we've got the SRAW, which is going to be used by Boris, and he's just going to destroy the hell out of that pilot. So having SRAW was not something necessary in my opinion. I have to say I'm still against having it. Now that it's confirmed, I believe it's time for those pilots to be worried. Like now it's not just Liz that can take them out without any warning. Now we've got SRAW, a new shoulder launch missile. We've got another weapon basically capable of destroying those helicopters without any warning or with minimum warning. Like you can't do anything about it, right? I believe it's time for those pilots to be worried. No flares work on it and nothing because it's basically controlled by the operator. So yeah, that's also something to consider. So we're gonna get two new maps. We've got the stadium in Qatar, which most of you guys are already familiar with it. And we've got the Haven in Chile. The stadium looks like an infantry only map to me. Based on the trailer, the gameplay and the environment was pretty solid. And I believe it's going to be another infantry-only map, and that's going to be really fun to play in. And we've got Haven as well, which is the El Alicanto village in Atacama Desert in Chile. That's about the new maps. We're going to have a lot of cosmetics. The Battle Pass is going to be there. We've got 3 free rewards in the Battle Pass. Just the simple things that we get every single time. It's going to be weapon skins and uniforms and headgears and stuff like that. But for the new weapons, right here we get the AK-5C, which is going to be a free new assault rifle unlocked in tier 19 of the Battle Pass. We've got the SCZ-3. It's going to be free and ready to claim in tier 7 of the Battle Pass. We've got the Predator SRAW, which is a new hardware. We get 70 premium rewards, as we all know it. But I believe something's very interesting here. The XFAD4 basically flies in a very low height, just starts going into the sky. What we see here is basically a stealth bomber being able to cloak. You see, it's cloaked. The bomber's cloaked. Now for this cloaking mechanism, I have quite some guesses. I believe it can be some kind of a defense mechanism to be able to run away from the combat without anything being able to laser mark you or lock onto you or even spot you. That's one of the things. Maybe you get a complete invisibility, which is quite hard to believe. After all, it's just Battlefield. It has to be somewhat realistic to some degree, so I don't think they can do that. The most probable scenario here is to have the cloak as a stealth mechanism. It's maybe even a defense mechanism against other aircraft, like for example the jets. Maybe they can't lock onto you as well. Maybe they can't even see you. From what we've seen in the trailer, it's barely visible. You can see it, but it's not like completely visible. It's like a shadow, to be precise. But what we know about it is it's a stealth bomber. That's what we know. So the new gadget is going to be Predator SRAW. The new vehicle is going to be XFAD4 Draugr. We're going to have some new specialist skins, but what's very interesting is having another weapon called DFR STRIFE. So this DFR STRIFE looks to me like an LMG. There's no specific part of the gameplay trailer for this weapon, at least not like the SCZ-3, not like the AK-5C, or not like the new vehicle, not like the SRAW. It was nowhere. Yeah, we get 3 new weapons, 1 new gadget, and 1 new vehicle. That's what we get. If you guys remember, we had a leaked video 1 week ago on Bilibili, and the video was kind of sketchy. A lot of creators, including myself, mentioned that you have to take this with a grain of salt. This doesn't look legit. But as long as I'm concerned, it was 90% legit. Like, we get the new SMG, we get the AK-5C, the XFAD was accurate, the Predator SRAW was accurate. The only weapon that was not in that list was the DFR STRIFE. And it really looks like an LMG to me. Like, it has that large magazine, so probably it's kind of an LMG. So yeah, and for you guys who didn't know, this was the longest reveal trailer for a season in Battlefield 2042. And we've also got the release date for Season 7, which is going to be March 19th. And the game's going to be free to play from March 21st to March 24th. And I believe it's going to touch an all-time high player count again. That was exactly what happened with Season 6. So I believe that's what's going to happen. That's basically all about the trailer. Now, going back to the trailer, I just want to take a look back at this weapon. It really looks like the VHX D3 to me. And what's really ridiculous about the trailer is that this guy right here has a VHX with a skin that we all know. That's basically a legit VHX. Now, right here, the skin just changed. You see, it's just a black skin, but there's no magazine right here. After this scene, which is a takedown by Blasco, the weapon's completely changed. Like, I'm not sure if this is a bug or something, which probably is, because this weapon is completely the VHX D3, but with the magazine being in front, meaning that it's not a bullpup weapon anymore. That's just something to consider. I have no idea what the hell is going on in this opening scene, but it is what it is. Again, in this scene, you see that the weapon is completely the VHX D3, but with the magazine being in front of the pistol grip, which makes it a non-bullpup weapon, which is quite interesting. I guess we have to wait and see what they have to say for this, but I do believe it's just a visual glitch. And I believe the only place in the video where we see this new weapon called DFR STRIFE is in the end of the video, where Dozer is basically reloading this new weapon. And this is the DFR, which looks like an LMG to me, especially when it's being used by Dozer. And by the looks of it, it's just obvious that it's an LMG. Maybe it's not, I mean, it's impossible, but maybe it's not ready yet, so they didn't show anything. You know, we just get a picture and a very little moments where the weapon is being reloaded by Dozer. So that's everything about the trailer. If I want to be honest about it, I believe from what we've seen, I'm solely just speaking based on the trailer. From what I've seen so far, the stadium provides really interesting and like arcade infantry only combat. It's just great. It looks amazing. I believe it looks like another version of Redacted, but even more chaotic. I'm not sure if it's going to be infantry only, but I didn't just see any kind of vehicle in the trailer. So that's what I'm just going to guess. And the new map, El Alicanto, is going to be interesting as well because it's going to host some vehicles as well as some CQB. So that's going to be interesting. Again, I'm against SRAW. I believe we have enough anti-tank missiles in the game. Apart from that, the other weapons look interesting, especially the SCZ-3. I'm just all in for that. It was one of my favorite SMGs in Battlefield 4. And now it's your turn, guys. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the new trailer, about the weapons, especially about this DFR STRIFE, and about the visual glitch in the beginning of the video. I believe it's a visual glitch. Maybe it's not. If I'm kind of missing something here, do make sure to let me know. But I believe that is just a visual glitch moving the magazine in front of the pistol grip for the VHX D3 because the weapon is basically a non-bullpup version of the VHX D3. Very interesting. But maybe it's just a visual glitch or it's something that I'm not informed about. So do make sure to let me know about that in the comment section as well. And I hope to see you on the battlefield. Stay cool.